alright to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I've never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity.
start giving back the love we want from the world. Hey, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is Weekend Deal. And today, it's all about our children. They're in the studio. Say hello. Just say hello. Wave. Oh, well, it's all about our children because they're important to us. The world is rapidly changing, and children need more than academic excellence to succeed in life.
And Patience, today we are talking about skills that every child needs to thrive in this, fast-changing world.
Yeah, the world is indeed fast-changing. Must-have skill set is the must-have ability a child needs to become a balanced adult.
Whether it is critical thinking, first aid, or driving, whatever it is, the earlier they start, the better, they learn and become. Welcome to the studios of Weekend Deal, showing on the largest live TV network in Africa. My name is Suleiman Babajia Usman.
Stay with us as we explore how we can intentionally raise smart and capable children. I am Patience Eloy Abba, and this remains your favorite weekend show.
Together, living in the world is a struggle to stay alive. One love, keep us together. Living in the world is a struggle to stay alive. One love, one love, one love, one love, one love, one love, one love. Ooh, ooh, na na na. Keep us together, keep us together. Ooh, ooh, one love, 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 one love,
One love, of course, it's a beautiful setting for us. Even more beautiful for the fact that we have children everywhere in the studio. And I know that Patient has been really looking forward to this very session when we talk about the skill sets children must have in order to survive in this, fast changing world. Now, to set the tone for our discourse today in the studio, let's go to NTA Asaba, where we go through some skills. This has to do with driving and swimming.
In today's fast-changing world, raising children goes beyond the four walls of the schools. Parents are placing greater value on practical life skills, abilities that build confidence, and in some cases can save lives. Once seen as recreation, swimming is now a critical safety skill. In emergencies like floods or accidental falls, the ability to swim can mean survival.
There was a particular incident when I was almost drowning, and so that motivated me to learn how to swim. After that incident where I almost drowned, I was about 12 years old during the time.
I don't really know how to swim, but I feel it's a necessity for everybody to come and swim. I came here today to come and learn how to swim in case of emergency situations.
I learned the skill of swimming because I loved when I see people swim, and I learned that swimming is a life-saving skill.
Beyond recreation, how important is swimming as a life-saving skill?
Even though you don't want to learn swimming, at least learn the basics of swimming so that you find yourself in any situation or anywhere that has to do with water or anything, you can help yourself out without anyone coming to save you.
Driving is also gaining attention. By age 18, many believe young people should have basic driving knowledge, not just for convenience, but for emergencies.
I had the opportunity to go to a park and drive a go-kart. That was a very fun experience. While I was growing up, I still had the opportunity to have one for myself in my house. So I was able to drive it around the compound until I grew up and was able to drive a car where my dad taught me. After some while, I gradually learned it by myself and became very strong and skilled in driving.
Driving skill has helped me navigate life because I feel more independent. It has taught me patience because driving is not easy. It has taught me how to be careful, and it has taught me discipline as well.
Is driving an important life skill for young people?
Driving is an important skill to teenagers because it helps them handle emergencies. For instance, if there's an emergency at home, let's say health challenges, and then there's no one around, a teenager can easily just have access to the car and run that emergency.
The skill of driving has made me very independent in other areas of my life. I will encourage other teenagers to learn this life-saving skill of driving.
Whenever they go for training, driving school, they should take time, follow due procedures, theory aspect, practical aspect, which is divided into two, stimulator and field work. Then after that, they can be able to go out for driving, not just knowing the only theory part and hit the road. They should follow due procedures and at the same time take driving as part of life.
As society evolves, these skills are no longer optional. They are essential. The skills we teach our children today becomes the tools for safety tomorrow.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, and this weekend is like a prelude to our Children's Day because we're talking about children and the skills they must have to survive the future. In the studio today are some amazing children. I'm sure you've seen some of our children waving out to you. Well, let's go to Oweri. Oweri will be telling us about first aid.
Fingers and lock your elbow. And do 30 is to 2. 30 chest compression and 2 max breaths. Let's go. Count for me.
Skills are essential abilities that helps individuals handle everyday's challenges effectively. From communication and problem solving to decision making, emotional management, personal hygiene, and safety awareness. These are not just academic lessons, but practical tools for life. However, there is yet another kind of skill called life-saving skills.
Life-saving skills are those skills acquired or taught, that help people to take care of emergency situations and in solving existential challenges. And it is very, very important people acquire life-saving skills, such as a first aid skill, such as fire fighting skill.
For children, learning these skills early lays a strong foundation for becoming confident, responsible, and independent adults, as well as effective risk managers. Let's take a deeper look at first aid.
Is the initial help rendered an accident victim before taking the person to the hospital.
Emergencies can happen anywhere, at home, in school, or even while playing. It could be a fall, a cut, or a sudden health issue which might require immediate attention.
Okay.
But an important question remains: at what age should children begin to learn these skills? And how can they effectively acquire them?
On year 1, when a child starts learning to speak and recognize objects, you can start the skill from very different stages. You let the children understand the first aid to certain things, knife cuts, how we can hold the point so that we'll block the bleeding. That is preventing bleeding. Do you get it? Then removing a choking object so that it will prevent the damage of the cells in the system. So these things are what parenting should really direct and teach these children so that even in their absence, they can protect themselves, they can take care of themselves.
Organizations such as the Nigerian Red Cross Society and other humanitarian organizations play a vital role in promoting safety awareness through training and outreach.
PC is called unconscious breathing casualty, while UMBC is called unconscious non-breathing casualty.
These initiatives not only equip children with practical knowledge, but also instill a sense of responsibility and care for others.
I joined Red Cross because they're doing good things. Anywhere that somebody injured, things to treat that person. Saline is used to stop the injury from bleeding. Spirit is used to sterilize the injury. Gloves is used to protect the first aider from any harmful infection.
Indeed, life skills are crucial for every child's development, and first aid stands out as one of the most important. Teaching these skills early does more than prepare children for emergency. It empowers them to become capable, caring, and confident individuals.
Well, of course, the need to learn first aid can not be overemphasized. And of course, some people probably may be wondering, why are we celebrating Children Today? Of course, this is just a prelude to the Children's Day celebration, which we're going to have proper next weekend. But today, let's learn together as we have them here. Of course, these skills are very, very important in their formative life. And now we have joined us in the studio. Kata Olayemi is a senior trainer with the Nigerian Red Cross Society.
You're welcome to Weekend Deal. You're welcome to Weekend Deal.
Well, thank you. That wonderful profile there. And we have him here with us this morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
Fine. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. So, before we bring in our second guest. From that last report, you listen to it, and then we all know why it is important for children to learn some of these first aid skills, so that whenever something happens, they should know exactly what to do as first line of responders. Now, how critical is this, and what are those skills that are very necessary in this first aid?
All right, thank you
for
very
children.
Much. Yes, thank you very much. Since you said we should skip the introductory part for now, right? Now, it's very important for children to understand the importance of safety, even when they want to give first aid. Also, it's very important for children to understand the need for awareness of danger and emergency. And thirdly, for them to know how to call for help. Those are very important. Yes, and also preventive measures as well, because first aid shouldn't just be focused on what to do when there's an emergency, but as a first aider, you should also identify danger, risk that can lead to emergency situations, and advise people, or you yourself take precautions with that.
But from your experience, what are those emergencies that are common with children at home? Or in schools?
Yeah, home, school, those are the key places. At home, burns from, for instance, hot water or hot iron, choking, little cuts or bruises from, and that also goes to school as well. In playground, they could get injured. A child could fall and has a bruise or has a cut and bleeding, choking, burns. Yeah, those are the common one that happens.
We have Nazmin Ibrahim here with us. Good morning. How are you? Now, you listen to him talk, and then you go to school. You play around. You play even within the home, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, have you ever had a situation whereby you needed attention? Maybe you cut yourself, you fell down, hot water burnt your body. Have you ever had any such experience? Talk to me about it. What happened? Narrate to me exactly what happened. Did you fall? Did you play around with your brothers, your sisters? What really happened, or with your friends? You can't recall, right? But don't worry.
Thank you very much. First aid is very important for our kids. Another life skill I think children should learn is cooking. It's a survival skill that every child should learn how to put one or two things together when mommy or auntie is not at home, and then eat. And so in the studio today, we have an amazing lady. She comes in with a beautiful smile. She is Ruth Ima Obong Ibrahim, aka Chef Rudy, and she's the CEO of Rudy Kitchen Limited. I told you before, and I told Nigerians, I like your smile.
Thank you.
So we're talking about must-have skill set for children, and of course that's why we have our kids here.
Yeah.
When it comes to cooking, I call it a survival skill.
Very true.
So at what age should children learn how to put one or two things together, and what can children easily learn? Because sometimes mommy is working, the help is not there, and they are hungry. What should they learn how to do, whether off the stove or on the stove?
Okay, so cooking, it's very important, and at early as 2, you can start letting your kids know what you are doing. They can help out in cleaning up as you're messing up the place, because whenever you're cooking, the place gets messy.
Yes.
So they have to learn how to clean, give them a napkin, let them do the cleaning. Okay, this is onions, this is carrots, this is lettuce, this is cucumber. Tell them what those things are and create that awareness so that they can know when and how to use it. So as early as 2 is fine. When they get to 4, you start teaching them, like, oh, my kids can cook.
How old are they?
The youngest is 11.
Oh, nice.
The oldest is 23.
Oh, nice. So they started early.
Yeah, they started early because unfortunately, I'm not that kind of mom that is fortunate with helps. So I tried several times, it didn't work for me. And so I just decided that thing you want to teach another person's child,
you can teach yours.
You can teach yours. So they start as early as 2 to climb a bucket, or they climb their eating table
to
watch me cook, and also to wash the sink, things inside the sink. Yes, they mess up while working, but fine. It takes a lot of time and a lot of patience. And on that process, you see the children too are also learning patience, how to take their time to clean, how to take their time to do things properly. It helps them. Like my second son is very picky. Not that he's a good cuckoo, but he's very picky because he knows what to eat and how to eat. My husband does not eat anyhow. He has 3 cooks, but yet still I have to show up every weekend. Because none of them could do it the way I do it.
I mean, that's the point.
If the children start early, my daughter, I can travel to anywhere, she handles the home without.
Amazing.
So it's very, very important for the kids to know how to cook on time.
Okay, so I'm going to go to our children, and I'm going to start with Elsa. Elsa, do you love cooking? No, this is Elsa, my beautiful baby. She's been here before. Elsa, you're welcome to Weekend Deals. Oh, it's so good to see you. Another lovely smile. I'm surrounded with lovely smiles. And then there's Fedora. Fedora, you're welcome to Weekend Deal.
Thank you.
And there's a handsome, cute-looking Sammy. Sammy.
Cute.
Say hello now. Okay, Elsa, do you like cooking? Do you like eating? Who likes eating here?
Everybody.
Oh, everybody likes eating.
Everybody.
Everybody likes eating. So, when it comes to cooking, what can you do in the kitchen? Let me start with Fedora. Tell us what you can do in the kitchen. How do you like cooking? When mommy says come and help, do you frown or do you smile?
Well, I obviously will help, but
you will help.
I like trying out my own recipes, as you know. Like, if I see something online and I think it looks really nice, I'll go into the kitchen and start like making up whatever I can and putting all the ingredients together, just because I like to try out new tastes and new delicacies. So yeah, you can say I do like cooking and making up stuff. But let's say maybe it's something I don't really like, I'm not used to. I may not be as, how would I put it?
As excited?
Yes, as excited to make it.
Tell me your favorite meal.
That's tricky because I don't really have a favorite meal. But maybe something like jollof or fried rice with vegetables and meat inside. Yes.
With meat inside.
There must be meat.
Like
assorted
meat inside.
Assorted meat.
Assorted meat. Oh yeah, Elsa, tell me, do you like cooking? What do you like to cook?
Indomie.
Indomie with what inside, Elsa? Tell us. You like your Indomie? How do you like your Indomie? Tell me how you want your mommy or auntie to make your Indomie.
With boiled egg.
With boiled egg. Wow. So Indomie is one of your favorite meals. So what do you help mommy to do in the kitchen? Do you help her wash anything? What do you do? What do you know how to do? Or what do you want to know how to do?
I help her to cut carrots.
Aww. So she already has the knife skills.
Are you not supposed to be clapping for Elsa right now? Elsa, that's beautiful. Well done. Fantastic. So Samuel, I know, do you go to the kitchen? Do you help mommy at all in the kitchen, or is your sister that go to the kitchen?
I help her.
Okay, tell me what you do, Samuel.
I help her to stir the food. In case she's tired.
Amazing things happening here. That's really good. Mommy and daddy's well done. So do you, yeah?
hear from Nazmin.
Nazmin! Hello, Nazmin.
What's your favorite food? Spaghetti. You like spaghetti. And do you know how to cook it? You know how to cook it? Really? Your mommy taught you how to do that, right? Okay, how do you help your mommy in the kitchen? What are the things you do? You what?
You wash plates.
You wash plates. You help us sweet. Speak out loud so that people can hear you. Oh, cut the vegetables as well. Interesting. Of course, mommy finds it very, very helpful. And then continue to help mommy in the kitchen, right? Okay, for the next story, let's head straight to Yola as we continue to talk about hands-on skills for children.
Nigeria, house chores and cooking are daily routine for children in their homes. Amazingly, what seems like a simple task is actually shaping the adults of tomorrow.
House chores is the activities that take place in the home. The cleaning, the sweeping, the arrangement, and the cooking. So they go hand in hand. When we say choice, is the kind of responsibility that is being shared at home by parents to their children.
Introducing children to cooking and house chores at an early age is more than just a hobby for the parent. It is a powerful way to build responsibility, confidence, and independence.
Cooking is very important for children, because you will not stay with them now permanently for life. And at the process of growing, they are supposed to learn some of these things, because there will be time that they will be independent, they will not be with you. And it's supposed to be start early so that they will be able to be independent and they will be able to know that that's a responsibility they need to carry.
From organizing spaces to cooking, children develop essential life skills such as patience and problem solving.
When you do it early, it makes a child to be very matured. But when you allow a child to grow without you employing that on them, making them to do some of these things, you find out that they cannot stay out of home. And that's the truth. By the time they go to a boarding school, where they need to live independently, they will find it difficult to take care of themselves.
In many cultures, cooking are not just duties. They are traditions that are passed from one generation to the next.
I love to cook, it's so much fun. Stirring and mixing until I'm done. I put on my apron and I start the day, making yummy dishes in a special way. I love to cook, it's my favorite thing. I stir, I chop.
Sanitate the house and hygienate the house and clean everything. Like we cobweb the house, mop the house, like wash everything that is dirt. There's dirt and germs on it. This helps us to stay away from bacteria and germs and make us very 100% healthy and clean.
Getting children involved in household chores and cooking is important, but too much responsibility can overwhelm a child. It needs to be done thoughtfully.
When you allow the girl child, she will be the one to cook, she will be the one to wash the plate, she will be the one to sweep. She will be tired. And she will be tired and she will feel as if they don't like her or she's being maltreated. And she's your daughter.
When children are given the chance to help, they just don't learn how to cook or clean. They learn how to care, contribute, and belong to the family.
Trust me, I learned how to cook when I was probably 3. I cooked sand and I ate it with my chin. Yes, so if you don't have this experience, just know that you are a modern child. And of course, we have Nazmin. You want to ask Uncle Carter a question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Uncle Carter, can you demonstrate how to revive someone who is unconscious?
Yeah, sure, I can. But quickly, I'll just mention this. Now, someone that is unconscious, a lot of medical conditions can make someone to lose consciousness.
Okay.
Even fainting is also a brief loss of consciousness. Now, when someone loses consciousness, two things. It's either the person is unconscious and breathing or unconscious and not breathing. So you need to know. Because if the person is unconscious and breathing, the first aid management is different from if the person is unconscious and not breathing.
Okay, let's take example of someone who is unconscious and breathing.
Someone that is unconscious and breathing. All right. Now, a lot of people don't understand this, and it has unfortunately led to the loss of lives of many people. Now, someone that is unconscious and breathing, you are going to have to make sure that you maintain that person's airway open.
Okay.
If you don't maintain the person's airway open, the airway is going to be blocked.
How do you mean airway?
All right. So, we'll quickly demonstrate here.
Okay. You want somebody?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, just come.
So lie down. Your head, your leg. Act unconscious.
Do you know how to act? You should act unconscious,
yes,
right?
Unconscious. Okay. Now, there's what we call Dr. ABCD. That's the first aid formula.
Okay.
Anytime anyone wants to do first aid, you have to go through Dr. ABCD. Now, the first D is to check for danger.
Okay.
The casualty might have slipped because there was water on the floor.
Okay.
And the person fell. If you don't check for danger, you might also slip and fall.
Okay, you keep going back.
Yeah. Maybe it's the casualty that will even stand up and help you.
All right.
So when danger is out of the way, the next thing is R. Dr. A, B, C, D, R, A, B, C. So the next thing is R. You check for a response. You try to get a response. Hello, sir. Hello, can you hear me? No response. You approach.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello, are you okay? Can you hear me? I want to help you. I'm a first aider. Now, if the person responds, you can say what's wrong with you and you help the person.
Okay.
But if the person is unconscious, they're not going to respond.
Okay.
Because the casualty is unconscious, you are going to have to call for help. Somebody help! It might be you bringing out your phone, calling someone, placing it on speaker while you continue. All right. Now, the next is A, Dr. A-B. So A means airway. Now, the casualty's head might be like this because they're unconscious. You place your palm on the forehead, 2 fingers under the chin, and tilt the head backwards.
Okay.
The main culprit...
Isn't that punishment?
The main culprit of blocking the airway when somebody is unconscious is the tongue. And you agree with me that basically everybody has tongue. Now, if you don't open the person's airway, the tongue is going to be blocking the airway. Irrespective of what made the person unconscious, the person is going to lose their life because their airway is blocked. It's just like you
close the nose and the
mouth of someone.
Yeah.
Someone that is conscious. Someone that is conscious will struggle, but someone that is unconscious will not get air, and the person will just go. Yeah. So you open the airway. Then B, breathing. You check for breathing.
Okay.
For not more than 10 seconds. So you are looking to see if air is rising and falling.
Okay.
You are listening and feeling for sound of breath.
Okay.
You do this for not more than 10 seconds.
Okay.
Now, if the person is breathing, all you need to do now is to place the person in recovery position to make sure that their airway is maintained open.
Recovery position.
How
do you do that?
All right. Now, the hand closest to you, you place it up in 90 degrees.
Can you see that?
You notice I'm still holding his head?
Yeah.
Because if I leave his head, it's going to fall.
Okay.
Now you reach for the second hand. The back of the hand, you place it beside the casualty's face and you hold it there.
Okay.
These steps makes it very easy for you to place someone in recovery position. So even if it's teenagers, they can place adults. All right. Now, you place your fingers under the knee. Because the casualty is unconscious, the leg will just move effortlessly like this.
Okay.
If I leave this leg, it's going to fall. And if I leave the hand, it's going to fall as well. You just move back a little bit and roll towards you.
That's easy.
Now, the purpose of all this is the airway.
Okay.
You go straight
and pull the head back.
Yeah, we call it jaw forward and mouth low. Then you can use the back of your hand to confirm that the casualty is breathing. Then the last thing you want to do now you place this leg in 90 degrees. So, you know, it's going to wedge the casualty so they don't move this way and that way. The purpose of the whole thing now is this casualty is unconscious but breathing. This is going to make sure that the tongue does not block the airway because the jaw is forward. The mouth is low. Any secretion from the tummy or saliva will drain out.
Okay.
So you just keep monitoring, reassuring. As soon as medical people are available, emergency responders, they take over from you.
And then it's also very important that children know how to use phone so that they can make calls and all of that, right?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any question for Uncle Kata? Okay, ask.
Elsa, I want to ask.
Elsa.
Okay.
Kata, how do you help someone who has a dislocation?
Someone who has a dislocation.
Who has a dislocation?
Yeah. All right. That's very easy. So, as a child, you'd call for help ultimately, but the most important thing now is you get eyes. In first aid, there's what we call RICE, R-I-C-E. So you get the person to rest, not to move that area, then you get eyes, wrap it in a towel and place it on the area.
My camera is not seeing you well, so let's stand this way.
You moved him from the camera.
No.
You moved him from the camera.
No, let's stand here so that he'll be explaining to her.
All right, so you get ice block, right? You wrap it in a towel, then you place it on the area. You have to leave it there for a while, more than 10 minutes. So that coldness will pass through the towel and get to the dislocated area and calm it down. But ultimately, that person needs to be taken to the hospital.
Thank you so much.
You know, it happens at joints.
Yes.
It's, you know, there's what we call, if there's a fracture, the bone is broken, then dislocation happens at joints, then there's muscle pull, then there's also a sprain that happens at joint as well. Yeah, so for fracture, you make sure the person doesn't move, just calm them down and you get help. But for dislocation, sprain and strain, you get ice, wrap it in a towel, place it there.
Elsa, did you understand that? So when somebody has a dislocation, what the first you do? Ice, right?
No,
you put ice on that place.
And wrap it in a towel.
I'm going to read medicine.
Yeah. Do you know why you wrap it? Do you know why it's better to wrap the eyes in a towel? You know, have you tried holding ice before? Ice block?
Slippery.
Okay, you are going to feel pain because it affects the skin. So when you wrap the eyes in a towel and you place it there, it's not going to have adverse effect on the person's body. It's just that little cold that will be passing through the towel that you need to subside the pain and the swelling, pending when they take the person to the hospital. So as a first aider, always think hospital, hospital, hospital. As a child, always know that it's very important to call for help. And also when you want to help somebody, always think about your safety. Do you understand? You don't want to be helping someone and then you get harmed. If somebody is bleeding, you know, you might get infected if you touch the person's blood, right? Yeah, so you don't want to, always think safety when you want to give first aid. All right.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
Are we done with our demonstration?
I thought he's sleeping already.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, so quickly, I just want to know the CPR procedure.
Yeah.
All right. Quickly, please.
Okay, so I'll just quickly go again from Dr. ABCD.
Okay.
Now, the casualty we managed initially was unconscious but breathing. Now, when we check for breathing, for not more than 10 seconds, is it that the person is going to be breathing or not? So we already know what to do if the person is breathing. So now let's look at what to do if the person is not breathing. But still going with Dr. ABCD.
Okay.
You check for danger. If there's no danger, you proceed to try to get a response. Hello, hello. Take for instance this NTA. NTA, hello.
No, it's not NTA. NTA is always Aja.
All right. No, it's just a joke. Okay, this is Kata. Now, remember, when you try to get response, if there's no response, it's very important to call for help because you need help. You know, Nigeria even has emergency number 112. So you call for help. But mostly, in most environments in Nigeria, when you call for help, what should be at the back of your mind is you might need that person to get a vehicle because you have to carry the casualty to the hospital. All right. Now, your palm on the forehead, 2 fingers under the chin. You tilt the head backwards to open the airway. Then you check for breathing for not more than 10 seconds. So, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. Good. I was saying 1,000 too, because you have to check for breathing for not more than 10 seconds.
Okay.
So now I didn't see the chest rise and fall. I didn't hear the sound of breathing. I didn't feel the breath. I know that this casualty is unconscious and not breathing. I need somebody to be with me, because now I know I'm going to have to commence cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
I'm with you.
So when you commence cardiopulmonary resuscitation, the probability you're going to get tired is very high. So even if the other person with you is not trained, they can watch you and learn.
Like me now, I'm not trained.
Exactly. But this is training. Now, where do you compress? Very simple. The center of the chest.
Okay.
With the heel of your hand. So you place the heel of your hand, left or right, whichever you feel comfortable with. You place the heel of your hand at the center of the chest.
Are you all seeing? Yeah. Oh, good.
You bend your finger down like this and this, because you don't want your hand or your palm to be on the ribs. Now, when you're doing CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, it's a combination of 30 chest compressions and 2 rescue breaths. All right.
That's technical anyway.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10.
For how long?
20. 30. Now you give the 2 rescue breaths. To give rescue breaths, you place your palm on the forehead, 2 fingers under the chin. You tilt the head backwards so that the tongue does not block the airway. But this time around, you pinch the nose so that when you blow, the air doesn't come out through the nose. So look here.
Okay.
Good. So that's 2 rescue breaths.
Okay.
You said for how long?
Yeah.
Now, while you are doing the CPR, if the casualty revives, you stop and place them in recovery position, or you called for help and they say the vehicle is around, you have to carry the casualty to the vehicle and continue, or you get tired. If I get tired now, you take over. But it's very important to note this. I use my mouth to give the rescue breath. It's called mouth to mouth, kiss of life. But if it's a stranger, you don't know the person's health status, you don't want to use your mouth, you shouldn't use your mouth to give the rescue breath, because you might get infected. So if it's a stranger, you don't know the person's health status, for your own safety, you skip the rescue breath and stick with the compression. Only because there's some amount of oxygen in the blood. But there are protective devices that you can use. So this is one of the first aid items. It's called the resuscitation face shield. Now, here goes into the mouth of the casualty. So all you need to do when you open the airway is to blow in through here.
So do you recommend that people move around with this, even if you're not, practicing first aid professional?
Yeah, it's very small. So when you have the knowledge of first aid, or if you're an emergency responder, there are some key holders that come.
Okay.
This was inside on the key ring. Yeah, but if you don't have this, there's also what we call an ambu bag that you can use for that. But if you don't have any protective device, just stick with the compression only.
Okay.
Now let's quickly look at this. This is called an AED, automated external defibrillator, and that's the last D in first aid formula. The casualty that becomes unconscious and is not breathing, the heart might be fibrillating, the heart might need to be shocked. I don't know if you know those 2 things like pressing iron. Exactly. So those are clinical, medical doctors operate that, but this even kids can use this. Teenagers.
Okay.
Yeah. All you need to do,
that we define that.
Yeah. All you need to do is to
adult patient.
Turn it on.
Okay.
If the
And it
patient
starts
is a
to tell you what
child,
to do.
press the child button.
Okay.
Remove clothing from the patient's chest.
So you remove the clothing from the patient's chest.
Remove packet and apply pads onto patient's bare skin. Apply pads as press pads firmly on
So
skin.
it says I should apply the pads.
Press pads firmly on skin. Do not touch the patient.
So-
Analyzing heart rhythm.
No one should touch the casualties. Analyzing the
Do
heart
not
rhythm.
touch the patient. Analyzing heart rhythm. Shock advised. Do not touch the patient. Everyone clear.
Say everyone should clear.
Okay.
Press the flashing shock
So I'll just leave this up. You see, he said I should press this button.
Okay.
So pressing this button is going to deliver the shock.
Okay.
Immediately, it's going to tell you to begin CPR.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I'll just stop
10.
here. So the thing now is, you see, it's even directing me to do CPR and counting for me.
Let me help you
try
with
it.
that. No.
And counting for me. So the point now is, You know, in developed countries, you have AED everywhere. Where you have public places along the streets.
The children have gotten the basics for what they are doing. We'll go on the break because Chef Rudy is still waiting here with so much for the children, and the children have so many questions for Chef Rudy. Okay, my question to you as parents, as guardians, as caregivers is, are we preparing our children to thrive in the future, or are we just preparing them to pass exams? It's a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, the show where conversations inspire transformation. Before we come here to still look at what Chef Rudy has for us, we'll go to Aba and then we're taking a look at money management.
In today's rapidly evolving economy, developing sound financial knowledge, understanding its key principles and concepts, and applying effective money management skills have become critical to achieving long-term financial goals and independence.
Match your earnings with your spending, and then let there be surplus so that you can save. Saving is important. Saving for future, saving for retirement, and then know your needs, distinguish your needs from your wants.
Beyond providing the basic needs for children, parents should nurture healthy financial instincts that will shape them into responsible and accountable adults.
There are really no time specified for children to be saving money. I am a father. I have children in my house. My little daughter before now, whenever money gets to her, she will give it to me and say, "Daddy, save this money for me. Daddy, save this money for me." So she's beginning to know that there is benefit in saving money.
I give you an example. If you see what happens in the international market at Ariaria in Aba, you will see that this concept of Eba boy, people that train in the market, they tend to do better than those that just come in and say, "I want to do business in Ariaria."
For David Ikoro and Precious Samuel, their experiences in money management have improved their attitudes towards savings and investments.
I do graphic design, which I learned after writing my JAMB and WAEC while I was waiting for admission, so that's where I get my money from. I want to use the money to learn more tech skills like programming and coding.
I save money in my saving box. My intention for saving the money is that I want to invest the money into a business, and I'm doing the business of granuts. Why I'm doing the business is for me to raise funds to help myself and my younger ones.
Similarly, these other students reveal that money management has helped them avoid impulsive spending and common financial pitfalls.
Some of our parents, there are some certain things that their children need which they can't provide. So us as growing children, we need to save money to provide some basic things for ourselves.
I save money for future investments, to invest in the future, so that I can provide things for myself.
I'm planning to use the money to invest on stocks, because if your money is not growing, it's shrinking.
The money can come in handy in the future. For example, maybe in the university, you might need the money to pay for some textbooks.
Over the years, technological advancement has transformed saving methods from the traditional piggy banking and money boxes to the use of digital financial platforms and tools, making financial management more accessible, attractive, and convenient for children and young adults.
I used to save in my saving box, but because I used to get tempted to break the saving box and take the money from it, my dad opened for me a student account, and which is now he's not the one that is in possession of the account, so I will not be spending the money anyhow.
What practical measures should be implemented to effectively monitor the financial activities of young people?
Teach the children that there is ethics in making money. Then they will understand that it is their duty to control their money and not their duty to allow their money to control them.
When you are creating such an account for the kids, you are not necessarily going to use the contact details of the kids and put for the alerts.
Promoting a financially literate generation, children and young adults are to be equipped with the expertise needed to make informed financial decisions. ultimately leading to economic stability and prosperity.
First, let me say to you, I cannot wait to see you. You are the treasure I've been waiting for. Do you know how much I really need you? I dey pray for the day when I can finally kiss you. You know, say every day I dey pray for you. In my heart, too, there is a permanent place for you. That's why my heart it dey sing like. Now you are gonna be good. Only for you my heart it beat like. To do care, oh, baby, oh, oh, baby, oh. I may not give the world to you, but I'll give you all I have. Oh, baby, oh, you are my angel, oh. Could you roll like yeah, baby, oh. Shape you know, say every day I dey pray for you. In my heart, oh, there is a permanent place for you. That's what my heart it be like. Eh? Come on. Now you are gonna pick up. To do get oh. Now you are gonna pick up. To do get oh. To do get like this, like that. All right. All right, like this, like that, like this.
Okay, one of our favorites of all time. Now the children have been itching and waiting to ask Chef Rudy some questions, and I will start with Elsa. You had a question for. You say you have a question for Chef Rudy. Elsa has a question. Elsa, what is your question for Chef Rudy?
My question is, how do they make how do they make spaghetti?
Spaghetti without, say you don't want vegetable in your spaghetti, right? Why don't you like vegetable? Tell me. Let's even talk about that. Children don't like vegetable.
Yeah, children don't actually like vegetable. In fact, I've never seen a child that likes vegetable. So, my last baby, he loves vegetable.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so what I usually do, I don't introduce the vegetable directly because I know vegetable is very essential for their upbeing, their well-being, their health, and their nutrition. So vegetable is a must-have. So there's no way you can do without vegetable. Okay, like broccoli for kids, it's very, 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 very nutritious and very, very good. It makes your brain to be sharper than what it used to be. Don't you want your brain to be sharp?
If you want to come first in class, eat your broccoli.
So what I do, I blanch.
You say what?
What
did she say?
Yeah, she loves broccoli. So you love vegetables. So what I do, I don't introduce the vegetable directly.
Okay.
As in some children, they don't like chewing those vegetables. So what I do, I blanch it.
Okay.
The process of blanching, you boil your water, you add salt. When it's boiling, you add your vegetables inside. So you allow it to cook. Like broccoli is hard, so you allow it to cook for some time. Then you get an ice bath. When it's ready, you take it off from the heat and put it inside your ice bath. So when it's cold, so what I usually do, I blend it with other kinds of vegetable I want to use. I puree it to be very, very creamy. Yeah. So you add milk.
Oh.
Yes. Or you add whatever kind of milk that you like.
Okay.
Because some children are lactose intolerant, so you don't need milk. You can use water and add it. And add, like she does, wants spaghetti, right?
Yes.
She wants spaghetti, but she doesn't want to see the vegetables. But when you add it into the pasta water and cook it, they don't need to see it. But they've eaten vegetables.
Vegetables.
Yes. So
Nice.
That way, you don't have to see it, but you are eating vegetables. And those vegetables that are very vital for your upbeing, for your well-being, you need to incorporate it in the meal, okay?
I'm sure your mommy is watching and your mommy has
Yeah, I'm sure your mommy, yes,
without vegetable.
but
there's vegetable.
Yes.
Okay, what's another question for Chef Rudy?
Well, my question is, I think nutrition is very important for everyone. As everyone says, you are what you eat.
Yeah.
And in a place like Nigeria, we mostly eat things like yam, rice, mostly carbohydrate-driven foods, and little of protein most times because that's what we have. So how do we make sure that our meals are balanced and we're getting enough nutrition? Because nutrition is very important to our bodies.
It's very, very important. We have other meals. Because that's why you need to do, you say you study, you do your research, you really need to, there are other meals you can blend, and there are other ways of making that your yam, not the normal regular boiled yam. You can pound your yam. If you don't have a blender, you can pound it, add pepper, add whatever you want to add to it, add egg, and mold it into balls, or you flatten it like a pate. You have yam pate. And that way you're eating yam, but you don't know you're eating yam. You have yam balls. That way you're eating yam, but you don't know you're eating. If I don't tell you this is yam balls, you won't know. So there's so many ways of cooking and making the food more lively and more delicious than the regular boiled yam porridge. No. I can make yam. I can use 20 recipes on only yam. So that makes it different. That makes you stand out. That makes you know that you can eat eba, but you eat gari. You are eating gari. You are using gari to make eba, right? We have all the meals we have is mostly carbohydrate. So you just take a little of this, a little of the veggies, and a little of fiber. There are other kind of, we have so many grains in the north here that has fiber that is very good apart from your carb. So just a little carb. The carb should be on a very low, because you are eating yam does not mean that you have to fill your plate with yam. Because you're eating rice does not mean that you have to just like 100 grams. I usually tell my students, don't do more than 100 grams. If you must get to 100 grams, because it doesn't have to get to 100 grams. 50 grams is fine. Then you have like 20 grams of veggies, 20 grams of 10 or 20 grams of protein. We have different kinds of protein. There are also grains that has protein in it. So it's very, very vital for you to know how to mix and blend your meal.
But let's go. We have some yummy looking meals, and we want to equip our children with skills.
Yeah.
What kind of things can our children do without lighting the stove? So we need you to do a demonstration for us so that when they are hungry...
Can you do this demonstration here?
So they can't wait for you to go there.
Yes, please come over here.
Okay, so I can
So
stand
that
now.
after we are done
You
with
can go.
demonstration, we can start testing it.
Yes,
Very
so-
As a
important.
matter of fact, the testing can start soon, sir.
very
What's your own? It's closer to me than you have one
And
there.
you say this is burger.
Yeah.
It's actually love burger. Do you need any help?
Somebody should come and give our children. I want our children to start eating it. So somebody
Yes,
should come.
so they should,
Somebody
they
come
need
and
to
serve
eat
the
because
kids
they are
one
cold.
Somebody come in.
Let's move this.
Somebody should come and give our kids one so they can test it and know that it's...
Okay, quick one. This we're going to make a meal that you don't have to go through the flame. First of all, you need to always make sure your hands are properly cleaned. After
Very
cleaning,
important.
I'm still going to wear my gloves. This is disposable gloves. I prefer the disposable ones because once I finish touching one thing, I throw it off and I pick another one. So I'm just going to quickly show our kids how to. You don't have to cook. You don't have to go to the.
They're looking at you on the screen.
Yes.
So don't worry.
Okay. You all know how to do egg. You don't need to do the long process egg. You just pan fry your egg. You crack it sunny side. And this is the burger bun. It's already done. And this is onion ring. This is onion. I pass it in through a batter. And some kids don't like onion, but if you taste the onion ring, you will love it.
I love onion. Do you like onion?
Some kids don't love onion, but
said I don't like onion.
so this is my spread. We have different types of spread you can use for burger. This is it, and my lettuce, I layer my lettuce. Fresh tomatoes.
Can we have a close-up of this, okay?
You layer them properly. Then, like egg burger. So this is the protein that we have inside, and we layer it more with cucumber. So you drop it and ensure you spread the top. So voila, this, you have this, and it's ready for lunch. Very simple. So you don't have to tell the child to go through this flame or that flame.
You learned something.
Can you have a taste and let me know how it tastes like? So let's take it round for the kids. Do you love onion? You don't? Do you? If you do, you can add the onion rings.
Nazmi, do you like it?
Do you like?
It's very
you
nice.
love it?
Oh, she loves it.
So just as simple, if you're a cheese lover, you can add the flat cheese. If you're not, this is okay. So the kids are going to have their breakfast right here, right now. Thank you.
We can help. Okay, somebody is serving them already.
Okay.
Well, while we get ready to serve the kids, because definitely I'm going to eat a lot of this. So let's quickly go on a break, and after that, the show continues. Well, thank you for staying with us. The show is still Weekend Deals, showing on the largest TV network in Africa. Now, let's digress a little bit. Of course, we've been talking about the skills children can learn in order to enable them to thrive in this, fast-changing world. Today happens to be International Hypertension Day. And of course, we have somebody to talk to us about it. So his name is Mr. Adebowale Adeni. He's the founder of Hypertension Prevention Awareness. But before we meet him, let's see his profile. Good to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
Now, a day like this, provides an opportunity to create more awareness about hypertension. And this year's theme centers on controlling hypertension together. How aware are Nigerians about the status when it comes to hypertension?
Good morning. The awareness about hypertension in Nigeria is very, very low. According to WHO, more than 30% of Nigerians are living with hypertension.
More than 30%. That means maybe 1 in 3.
Yes, are living with hypertension. And out of that, about only 20% are aware that they have hypertension. And out of the 20% are aware that they have hypertension, is only few that have their blood pressure checked. So like, I'm a victim of hypertension that led to stroke. I was aware that I have hypertension, but I never take it so serious. I have this lackadaisical attitude that there's nothing that is happening. So till the day it strikes, that led to stroke. So today being World Hypertension Day, at HYPA, our mission is to create awareness to Nigerians about the risk of hypertension, how you can prevent it, because prevention is cheaper than.
So at what age should people have themselves checked for this? maybe check their blood pressure, or is it something like constant, something people should do often?
Yes, at the age of 18 above, you should, in fact, the first thing is that you should know your number. By the time you know your number,
how do you mean number?
Check your BP.
Okay. When
you check your BP, you know maybe you have hypertensive or not. The range of hypertension is 125/80. If it's above 125, that means you are hypertensive. But if it is below, if it's within the range, then you are normal. Then there are ways of preventing it.
Okay.
So one of the ways of preventing is the first thing is to have your BP checked.
Okay.
Then regular exercise, eat a lot of vegetables and fruits, limit alcohol, then you stop tobacco.
So some people say overthinking, is one of the key reasons why people have this hypertension, and then some will tell you that no, I look fine, there's nothing wrong with me. So it prevents them from going to have that check. Talk to us about that.
Yes, overthinking is part of it. Like I said, according to WHO, more than 30% of Nigerians are living with hypertension. My father died of hypertension as a stroke.
Is it hereditary?
Yes, he died of stroke. He had hypertension. He never checked his blood pressure. So till he took stroke, that was 30 years ago. Same thing happened to me 2 years ago. Though I know hypertension, then with the fact that where I work in an insurance industry, a target-driven industry whereby you are given a target, and if you don't meet your target, you'll be scared for you not to be sacked. So with that can lead to your blood pressure to be high. So mine is hereditary. So since I have this stroke, that was why I now take it serious. Check my blood pressure, take my medicine, make sure that my medicine is taken always.
Okay, now for some people, when the thought of hypertension comes with this level of stigma, and that's why probably they don't really want to have themselves checked, and then as a result of that decision, it only endangers them further. Now, for you, what really prevented you from having that constant check, knowing fully that you had a hypertension?
Like I said, I have this no attitude about hypertension that there's nothing going to happen, that something must kill a man. I have this attitude, and so many Nigerians too. But till I have this stroke. So now I remember what happened to my father 30 years ago. My father too died of stroke. He had hypertension, then a year later he now died of it. So same thing now happened to me. I was now give birth to hypertension prevention awareness, that I want to let Nigerians to know about it.
So, okay, very quickly. Now you are surviving, you are managing it. How are you doing that? Because a lot of people will love to learn from your experience.
Yeah, I'm surviving. I survived it, and I'm living. I'm managing it. When I had hypertension, the first thing I did was to check my BP. My BP was high. It was 176 over 120, which is very, very high. So I have to take my drugs regularly. There are certain things my lifestyle, I have to change it. I stopped alcohol, but that's how I should reduce it. I don't smoke. I'm fat, I'm obese, I have to reduce my fats. I stop salt. When my wife is cooking, I have to reduce the salt. Then sugar, I have to reduce sugar. Then I do a lot of exercise. Then I take a lot of vegetable and fruit. So these are lifestyle changes.
And it's always very important to have a regular checkup.
Yes.
Very, very key. And when we talk about managing hypertension in Nigeria, the statistics is actually not good for Nigerians. So saying that 1 out of 3 Nigerians is living with hypertension certainly is not something that we want to have. We want to have that number reduced. Thank you very much for speaking to us, and I'm sure a lot of people have learned from this. Right now, we join Godwin Enahina for Sports Summit.
We can deal.
God bless Nigeria. Thank you, Godwin Enahina, for that sports summit. Yes, we just have another guest join us in the studio. Is the president of RATAU. RATAU is the Radio, Television, Theatre and Art Workers Union of Nigeria. In the person of Prince Emeka Kalu, the Magic Fingers. Of course, he's called the Magic Fingers because he's actually a DJ as well. Yes, it's good to have you join us in the studio.
Thank you very much.
All right, Prince, I know my colleagues have tons of questions they want to ask, especially when it comes to the welfare of radio and TV and television workers union. Now, talk to me. You have 50 years anniversary coming up.
Well, it's amazing. Just before I got into the studios here, I listened to a music or somebody talking about the good old days and saying, when are we going to have back the good old days? And I was just talking to my colleagues here. I said, people keep talking about or clamoring for the good old days without knowing that the key to the future lies definitely with the past and present. When you shouldn't be talking about good old days. There was never a good old day. If you make the present day good, tomorrow it will become a good old day. But if you continue to talk, lament about what happened that people did, there were players. Life is a stage. Each player comes, does his own or her own. You play your role and you live. What you do will come back to you. You are judged by what you've done. It's visible. But if you continue to talk without putting an action to it, you have no record. All those people you listen to, you talk about, you read about, nation builders, people who started things, when they were doing those things, they never knew they were doing anything. They were just living their lives. So once you are positive about what you're doing, once you have a vision, some people get into something without a plan. If you've taken 30 days to plan and you execute in the next one day, with one day, you've succeeded, you've planned to succeed. But if you start to execute from the first day without a plan, you'll find out that you may take 200 days without achieving.
My dear President, we are celebrating 50 years of the union. Now, what really are we celebrating?
Good. Like I said, if you do not know where you're coming from, you will not know where you are. There are pots of unions and associations that exist. They were existing in that manner before 1977, when the federal government of Nigeria decided to restructure unions and bring pots of unions, small unions together to become one. So in the media, in the broadcast media culture and broadcast media theater, radio, television and theater, there was no art. So they brought them together and said, let's add the arts to it. We became radio, television, theater and arts. Before then, it was just radio, television, and theater. So by 1977 in the British Council, when government had that restructuring, brought several associations and unions together. They did it because they wanted a body that would be talking about the welfare of their members. They wanted a body that would be talking about the professional rights of their of the radio, television people and cultural workers.
And have you achieved that?
They also wanted a body that will positively impact also, contribute to nation building and national development. Now, you cannot say we have not achieved relevance in Nigeria when whatever that has happened in Nigeria in terms of visibility, in terms of communication, information dissemination happened because there is radio, there is television, And there are people who are designed intimately to make you assuage your thirst.
Okay, I have a question.
Assessment.
Okay, you're still...
Assessment is for you. You cannot, what life is insatiable, demands, wants are insatiable. Whatever you do, until you count your blessing, you will not know that there's an improvement or there's what you're doing. Until you assess yourself, you never know whether you're progressing or going back. It's for you to now say to me that for 50 years, that the nation has not benefited from the impact of a certain organization or union, and for 50 years that that union have not shown relevance or not. But if you ask me such, I can x-ray things that have happened before then. There was a moment when this union, when it was established, it existed inside the bag. A bag. Everything was in a bag. From there, we moved to a level where we had one room as an office. From there, we got, I will mention all those and put names to them.
We really don't have that time. Let's go to
I'll say
patience.
that. Let me start by saying congratulations on celebrating 50 years.
Good.
And my question to you would be that we are all members of Ratau.
Good.
What impact have the average member of Ratau benefited from Ratau? It's 50 years. We've been clamoring for better working conditions.
Good.
Can you speak to that a little?
Yeah, sure.
As we close?
Sure, that's exactly why I'm here. When we started as broadcasters, when you were employed, there was no minimum wage. There was no monetization for you. There was no weighing allowance for you. The worker in the media, broadcast media and cultural sector had nothing to add as a package. It was Radio, Television, Theatre and Art Workers Union, the largest umbrella body for media and cultural worker in Nigeria, that brought weighing allowance and added it to the pay package of the employee in the broadcast and cultural sector. Then, as if it was not enough, people started clamoring to be part of it. A lot of unions that don't even belong to Ratau or NUJ clamor to enjoy the weighing. We'll get to that with that later. So after the weighing, if you remember, it's not been long. It's not been long when you enjoyed monetization.
Okay.
It's not been long. You got that. When Radio Nigeria FRCN had their 75th anniversary some weeks ago, I made it clear with the NUJ president, because the Honorable Minister of Information, Alhaji Mohammed Idris Malagi, was there, and we said, we gave the assurance that a special package is coming. Ever since I came on board,
special package is coming. Definitely, we're all hoping for that.
And he assured.
Mr. President,
have this on record.
I listened to that.
No, have this on record that the Honorable Minister assured us that the committee. No, not just that something is coming. That the committee on this had made their submission to the federal government, and the president will soon make a pronouncement.
Yes, thank you very much. Patience, you have messages?
Because that's all we're about. Your messages came in. Let's quickly take some of your messages, even as we expect that big pronunciation announcement. It said, very practical. Somebody said, very practical life skill being emulated for the masses. Thank you, NTA, for always including everyone. Even our children are benefiting today. Thank you, NTA. That's why we are here. Oh, thank you so much. This is amazing. I see that our children, basic life skill is what our children need. And all. Good day, everyone. I'm enjoying the studio. It's all yummy. Are the children enjoying the meal? Somebody asked, so I'm going to ask you. Did you enjoy your burger? Did you enjoy your burger? Yes. Let me hear. Did you enjoy your burger?
Yes, it was delicious.
So can you make it, when mom is not at home, can you quickly put this together for yourself?
Yes. Yeah.
I see some of you removing some things. What will you remove, Elsa? What didn't you like about it? Onion. The onion. Right? Say it now. What didn't you like?
The pepper.
The pepper.
Oh, you don't like the pepper?
Sweet peppers.
Okay, they like the pepper and the onion. Fedora, what didn't you like?
I removed the tomatoes and onions.
What didn't you like? You enjoyed it? You liked it all? Okay, thank you so much. It's been Life Skills on NTA, and our kids have had fun. They have learned one or two things. It is important that we all teach our kids. So in closing, what do you have to say to mothers who are watching? What can they teach their children? Just in rounding off now, we are rounding off.
In conclusion, please, mothers, our children are the leaders of tomorrow. They ought to know everything you do. Like, some of them took off pepper.
Yes.
That pepper is actually a sweet pepper. Because they are not enlightened, because they don't know. The pepper you use for burger is a sweet pepper. It's bell pepper. It's very sweet. If you eat it, it's sweet. It's not the pepperish type of pepper. So our kids need to know this. We need to educate them on different kinds of vegetables, the knife skills. It gives them encouragement. It makes them bold. It makes them able to have this unity with other kids. It bonds them. It makes them also to bond with the parents and especially the mother. So it's always good for us to always prepare our kids ahead of time, because no one will do it better than you. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's your messages are coming in their numbers. Unfortunately, our time is off. We can't take more from here, but it is important that we do not prepare our children just to pass exams. We should prepare them for life itself, and we must invest in skills for our children even right now. What we invest today becomes something that will help tomorrow. Let's go for more music. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back here next weekend, bright, early, and beautiful. See you. God bless you all.
ọmọ mi ṣeun rere tí a dára o ọmọ mi gbọ́ tèmi tí a dára o ọmọ mi ṣeun rere tí a dára o ọmọ mi gbọ́ tèmi tí a dára o ìyá mi máa ṣeun rere gbàdúrà fún mi bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere gbàdúrà fún mi tọmọ tó bá hùwà burúkú wọn ní àárẹ̀ ló kàn. Tọmọ tó bá hùwà burúkú wọn ní bàbá rẹ̀ ló kàn. Ìyá mi fi wọn tó dá òní láàyè. Bàbá mi fi wọn tó dá òní láàyè. Ayé tí mo wà yìí kò mọ ayé mi o. Èyí ni Ọlọ́run kejì mi láàyè. Bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere, ìyá mi máa ṣeun rere. Bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere tí a dára o. Bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere, ìyá mi máa ṣeun rere. Bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere tí a dára o. Hey! All right, let's go. On the beats and stealing them all of us, killing them all of us. Make we scatter this place tonight. Alright, dance and sweating like saying a fight. We must to settle this thing tonight. God make we got some feelings for life. And if you tell me say make a bellow, I don't go waste time but to do like so. Body me Joe disco, yeah. This love, no be judge and go. Alright, now because of you, I get goosebumps. This feeling got me falling. Yeah, it gets as if something they do me for body, yo. I'm gonna make you dance this dance, yo. Come on, everybody, because of you, I get goosebumps. This feeling's got me falling. You get that there's something they do me for body. Make you spend this money, oh. People lie. I wanna your side. Do some crazy things for life. Me and you for life. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. La 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 la